What's up YouTube? My name is Amisbro. For this video we are going to be doing a first impressions video on the anime B Project. And the full name is B Project Kodo Ambitious. And oh Lord howdy, is it ambitious. Because there are 10 members of B Project and they are divvied up into 3 groups. Okay? There is a 4th group, by the way, called Killer King, but that group is not featured in the anime. At least not yet. May appear later. The 3 groups are referred to as... Give me a second. Kitty-core, which is a duo. Thrive, which is a trio. And Moons, which is 5 members. By the way, Moons. Yes. When you think of that, if you're anything like me, you thought, very simply, a Heaven's knockoff. And, believe it or not, no. The members of each group go as follows. For Moons, you have Mikado Sekimura, Hikaru Osari, Onzai, Tetsuhiro Nome, Kazuna Masunagi. He's technically declared the leader of Moons, by the way. For Kitty-core, it is Uruji Korikumi, Tomohisa Kitakado. And for Thrive, it is Goshi Kaneshiro, Yuta Ashu, and Kento Ezome. Kento, for anybody who's curious, is kind of almost the womanizer. Well, I don't want to say that because that's kind of unfair for the first episode, but the personality he gives off is somebody who's not exactly slow when it comes to trying to pick up the ladies. Because he does that job very easily when it comes to the character Tsubasa. Tsubasa is the AR for B Project. And our story actually begins after the 10 members of B Pro were performing a song and recording it. Apparently they were going to be doing a festival, but their performance got cancelled. This doesn't exactly sit well with them. So now they have to sort of rebuild themselves from a setback. But here's the deal. Check this out. Excuse me. Sakutaro Yashimaru, who is basically their manager, well, she says we're going to hand you off to this girl named Tsubasa. Tsubasa is now in charge of them. Okay, fine, she's the AR. Here's the thing about her though. You know what her background is? She worked in a CD shop. Yeah. So right away you're probably thinking, oh great. Matter of fact, I'll come around and say exactly what I said when I wrote in my notes. With Udapri, it seemed like, at least with Haruka, they gently pushed her along in the pool, so eventually she would get used to being around idols, and then eventually she could go into the deep end, which is essentially what's going to happen when we get to the 4th season. With this show, it's more like, here, you're a rookie, we're going to throw you into the deep end, now try to swim. That's what Tsubasa's got. The interesting thing about this series is it is animated excuse me, by the studio A1 Pictures. A1 Pictures, for those of us who forget, was the group that was responsible for putting out Dokuze Classmates, which, if you watched my last review, you'll know what I think about that. But they're also responsible for such series as, of course, Black Butler, Your Lie in April, Out No Zero, and of course, Unipre. Now, can I tell you right away that this show's going to be a big hit? No. It's hard to gauge that really off of one episode, especially considering that this is an idol anime. It's not like we haven't seen these before. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you've got this, Unipre, we've had Shonen Hollywood, and Starmu, High School Star Musical. So, it's not like the idol genre hasn't been done. It has. Has it been done when you have a big name in Japanese music like TM Revolution behind it? Not to my recollection. And considering that this is a multimedia project and not just an anime, whereas Unipre kind of started as a game and then became an anime project, this is going to be an interesting task because it's kind of... Oh, and I almost forgot, because you also have Idolish 7, which had, I think, a one-off episode. But the question is this going to be a hit? It's tricky. See, with Unipre, you had one group, and then you added into another one, and then you added into another one. So, you gradually added new people. Here, because the B project, quote-unquote, is 3 idol groups in one, so it's 10 people. You're like, are you going to be able to keep up with everything? It's the great problem of you have what I call a BFC, a big fucking cast. And when you have this, can you remember everybody? Because one thing I always say is, there's a difference between having a memorable cast and just having a bunch of people in it, especially if it's a bunch of well-known idols or well-known voice actors. Shotaro Morokubo's in this. He plays Hikaru. We've got, I think we have Ono D in here somewhere. Yeah, he plays Tomohisa Kitakado from Kitakor. So that's at least 2, right? So, do we see this series potentially starting and ending here? Or do we see it maybe going another season, especially with the other group being eventually maybe Killer King? I don't know yet. It's all according to how they play it. And right now, the idea is to get all 3 of these groups up and running so that they can get to doing a really big gig at the end. What it's actually going to be, no one will know, I'm sure, until the very end. But I will say this, animation-wise, it's very well done. Then again, it's also, if you'll excuse me for a second, it is also being produced by MAGES. Now, I'm not totally sure on their lineage, but if I remember correctly, they don't exactly mess around when it comes to projects. So I'm thinking that this is going to be something pretty spectacular in the end. At least that's my hope. I'm hoping for at least one really good season out of this. Maybe 2. But we'll have to see in the end. Because trying to tell the story of one group is hard enough. Try doing one supergroup with 3 subgroups. Now you have a recipe for potential disaster. And I think that could end up happening if their cards are not played right. And I hope, for their sake, they are. Because in the end, I want to see B Project continue to be something special. I want to see, this is much like I want to see Udapre continue on and continue to be the special series that it is. But I do wonder if, with now having this project under their belt, will A1 focus more attention on it than Udapre? We'll have to wait and see. It's still early and we haven't gotten to season 4 of Udapre yet. But as far as this goes, I will say, for first impressions, it's a good show. It's got a lot of pieces moving this every which way, but straight. But that can be remedied as we start to get to know the cast. And you hope this is one of those shows that by the end, you're not having to memorize names. You know who everybody is. With Udapre, we don't have that issue. I can name virtually all 18 idols, including the new ones that got added. With this show, I'm wondering if I'll be able to do that. But I'm willing to give it a chance, and I'm going to do so for you by the end of the summer. So, I will see you as far as the season review of this show. Hopefully it won't be a series review, because maybe this will be the start of something really big. Maybe. But we'll have to wait and find out. Until then, my friends, I will see you tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we will be taking a look at Tales of Zestiria X the series. So, until then, my friends, you all take care, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye-bye.